Good morning, good afternoon, good evening and good night, depending on what time you are watching this next episode of my tutorial series. And today we're doing a real quick one. I don't want to actually build anything. I want to talk about the ingredients of your build and how important it is to work out exactly what it is you're going to be using to make something that's absolutely amazing. If you're going to stick something that's yellow next to red, next to blue, next to purple with some wood in there and it looks all crackers, it could look either like a clown's house, and if you're trying to design a clown's house, that's awesome, but you're probably not trying to design a clown's house, so make sure you consider what we call your palette. And I'm going to give you some examples of palettes that do work really, really well together. But what a palette is basically a combination of blocks that as a result of their shape, their texture, and most importantly their colour, they all tend to work really well together. That doesn't mean that you've got to have it all grey or all blue or all any colour really, because sometimes different colours do work really, really well together. Look behind me, the green and the blue. The green of the grass and the blue of the sky. It's attractive to the eye, they are complementary, although not in the official sense of the word. They are nice colours to go next to each other, so you could do something with green and blue. That kind of works and you can fit other stuff around it. So let's go and have a look at a couple of palettes now. Right, first up, disclaimer. Everything I'm saying here is my opinion. You do not have to agree with me. In fact, maybe you don't agree with me, and that's absolutely fine. Tell me down in the comments below if you don't agree with me. I'm very, very happy for you to do that. And make sure whilst you're doing that, hit that like button so as you know that you're enjoying the video anyway. Now here we've got a relatively classic palette, or what I would describe as a classic palette. We've got oak wood, we've got some sandstone, we've got gravel, we've got some cobble, a little bit of fairly plain glass and some leaves. It works really, really nicely together. You can make some great small and even large cottages using no other blocks whatsoever apart from these, and not in their different formations like the you have obviously steps and slabs made of some of these products. So I've not put the steps and slabs out, but you can see what I'm talking about. They work really, really well together. So that's a really nice palette that you could use to make a decent cottage. Another example, which has got a lighter feel. So maybe you'd want to do this in a slightly different biome. Maybe if it's more open and you've got more, I don't know, plains around you. That first palette is perhaps around forests and that kind of thing. But this has got a lighter palette. It's got a little bit more, I don't know, breadth to it. But at the same time, look at the right hand side. We've got some jungle wood and we've got some marble, and yet it doesn't look out of place next to the birch and the sandstone. It looks really nice. They work together. They don't have to be the same. Then here we've got a bit of a wilder palette here, but it still kind of works. You've got stone on one end, you've got marble, you've got some red sandstone, and you've got a couple of different types of clay, and they also come together. It would be a much more bold house, but there's nothing wrong with being bold in Minecraft if you want to make something that makes people go, wow, look at that, that's a really bold house using some red sandstone. Why not? Why not do that if it works for your build? And then think about the type of building you're going to do. Are you making a cottage? Are you making a mansion? Are you making a castle? Castles are probably going to be very stony. If you're making a cottage, it's probably going to be fairly woody. If you're making a modern house, it's probably going to be something more along these lines. You could have something made out of this. Lots of quartz pillars, quartz blocks, using the darker stained clays, the greys, the blacks, still gravel. You can get obviously brick in there. Brick is quite a modern thing, and you've got plain diorite in there as well. And actually, really interestingly, we've got acacia wood. Now, acacia wood I think works really, really well in a modern build. I haven't actually used it in a tutorial yet, but I'm going to. I think it works really nice. It's got that kind of reddy brown colour that really complements the bricks. And when you put acacia wood and bricks together, they work beautifully, absolutely beautifully. And what's also true is acacia wood doors make really fantastic back doors because they look a little bit like patio doors. So these are things that you want to consider when you're putting your builds together. And that's really all I wanted to say on the matter. Play with your palettes, and it's always good to have a little plan. I even recommend laying out the kind of blocks that you want to use in front of you. Do these blocks work together as a palette? Are they going to look like they clash? Are they going to look like that block doesn't have any place sitting next to that block? If you think it looks odd, chances are someone else will too. So make sure you make a beautiful palette and build your buildings with it. If you've enjoyed this video, please do hit that like button. I don't know you like it unless you hit the like button. It is very important. It really helps out the channel. I'm very grateful for it. Leave me a comment. Let me know the kind of blocks that you like to put together in your builds. I'd be really interested to know what you use, and maybe I could create a tutorial using one of your palettes. That would be fantastic. Make sure you share it on any social media and let your friends know about the video. And lastly, if you haven't subbed yet, it would be awesome to have you join the community, and I'd love to see you in my sub club. I will see you again soon. You take it easy now. Bye.